Karthik was wonderful to work with. I realized this thing that he's obsessed with the films he does, which is a really amazing quality. मैंने डायरेक्शन छोड़ दिया था क्योंकि मुझे रियलाइज हुआ कि मैं बहुत बड़ी कंट्रोल फ्रीक हूँ. U-Turn is very very special to me because it's a film that's very heavily resting on my shoulders. Of course, at the time when he was working in Hollywood, it was a very different environment. At that point, Indians were only casted for a particular type of role. Hi, this is Alaya F and you're watching Bollywood Hungama.
We have with us Alaya F. बहुत ही कम उम्र में कमाल की इनके अंदर sensibility है, which is I think the hallmark of her personality. Obviously, she is all set to be a huge star that I think all of us are aware of. Pleasure having you back with us, Alaya.
Thank you so much for having me. It's always so wonderful being on Bollywood Hungama with you.
Thank you very much. So, जैसे हम लोगों ने पहले भी बात करी है, आपके अंदर एक कमाल की I think sensibility है, which I think maybe has happened over the period of time. I've read Kabir Bedi sir's book, and I realized that it's an entire journey that your family has had. Do you feel that maybe the collective experiences of your family members has contributed to your intelligence and sensibility?
Firstly, thank you so much. And I definitely think so. In my family, it was always very welcome to, everyone was always encouraged to talk and discuss and question and argue, and it was always important for us to try and learn more and learn from everyone's experiences rather than hide things that perhaps we don't want to talk about, or just accept things for just the way they are instead of questioning them. So I feel like as a result of that, we've all managed to grow from each other's experiences and learn from each other's experiences, both positively and negatively. And this has been true for my nana, my mother, my nani, my dad, everyone in my family. And totally. And also that we were allowed to make our own mistakes.
Right.
Even when I was young, through my teenage years, when everyone's making mistakes left, right and center, I was never shamed for making a mistake. It was always like, okay, this has happened. Now, next time, how do we make sure something like this never happens again? It was always productive. It was always a conversation. It was always talked about, which I feel like always makes for, great learning and wisdom.
Absolutely. And it's so fascinating. Like, for example, Kabir sir's mother was a British woman.
Yes.
Both of them, they contributed to the freedom struggle of India, and their journey was so amazing. Kabir sir's journey was so fascinating in more ways than one. And I think he was so honest in sharing his thoughts about almost everything, be it his son, be it your uncle, and everyone.
Correct.
And he has very warm things to say about you in the book, and even in my interview he said that. It's a complete chain of thought processes, politics, because your parents, your Kabir sir's parents, they were in the freedom struggle. Your grandmother, as you mentioned in one interview, that you learned from the fact that she started very late as far as the classical dancing is concerned. She had a very interesting life as well, your mother as well. Do you feel that basically we are sum total of all our experiences, and it's not merely one ideology or one sensibility that we have? Is that something that does that resonate with you in a way?
Of course, I believe we're all a sum total of our own experiences and the experiences and things we experience around us. And as you mentioned, my family does have a very colorful history with a lot of things that have constantly, occurred in their lives or in their parents' lives, or everyone in my family is quite unique in their own way that way.
Right.
And I'm still trying to find my own sense of uniqueness, or who I am, or what my purpose even is in life, because I feel like everyone in my family has had such a distinct sense of purpose and direction with what they've wanted with their lives. So definitely I feel like there's a lot that I have learned from everyone, a lot of ideas that I share with everyone, a lot of ideas of mine that differ with everyone else's also. But I think that's the beauty of my family, is that everyone is so different, but we all come together on the fact that in life you never stop learning, as your t-shirt says, which is something that we've always, sort of believed in our family. It's always about what's next and how can life be better and where can we go from here and what more can we learn. So I feel like that's definitely something that everyone in my family carries forward.
Right, and I think there can be two more terms to define. I think almost all the members, they are adventurous and free-spiritedness.
Yeah. Totally.
So how adventurous and free-spirited are you?
See, I'm very adventurous and very free spirited. Right now, I'm very new in this industry, so I'm trying to fully understand, or at least in part, really understand what my sense of purpose here is. I don't want to sort of do things in haste or do things just for the sake of this is what I impulsively feel like doing right now or saying right now. I feel like right now I'm just sort of starting to understand the responsibility that comes with being a public figure, and how your words have weight, and how what you say isn't just simply said, it is also heard, and then maybe put into action somewhere else. So I'm trying to right now make sure I have very solid stances in my head that then I can put forward in a way that is easily understood, as compared to being just free spirited. So I feel like I'm sort of in the middle somewhere, where as a personality I am quite adventurous and free spirited, but because of the responsibility that this career has, I'm
And one very fascinating thing I think about your journey so far has been, which I've noticed from your interviews, is your sense of planning.
yeah.
You are, I think, a very meticulous planner in terms of, I think you got into a course in New York for direction, I believe, and then later switched to acting.
Correct.
And even when you came back to India, you had these many courses that you were doing, be it dance or other things simultaneously. So you did not rely on the fact that मैं तो New York returned हूँ, तो मुझे तो सब आ चुका है.
बिल्कुल
So
भी नहीं.
you wanted to take that Bollywood training and other things as well. Why is planning so important for you?
I feel like
And I
planning.
think that is, मैंने आपसे ये पहले भी कहा, I'm sorry to interrupt,
Not at all.
कि आपके performance खैर एक ही मुझे लगता है आपकी काफी फिल्में आ चुकी हैं. It looks so unrehearsed because कहीं ना कहीं आपने तैयारी इतनी ज़्यादा करी होती है.
बिल्कुल. And that exactly summarizes why I love planning. It's because it gives me mental peace. So at the back of my mind, I know that this is something I've already done, or something that I've really, really worked towards. That when I'm on set, I'm not worried about finding the correct tools to break down a scene. I already have the tools, so I can instinctively break down a scene and just perform it. In fact, recently I've gone back to my training. I just finished shooting 3 movies, and I had some time. And I was like, what do I do with this time? And it's a very funny thing I do, where when I'm very overworked, I talk about how I have no free time, and then when I have free time, I fill it up with work. So I've gone straight back to my classes with another sense of planning, because when I put my training to work in the last year and a half, not counting the lockdown obviously, I realized what I'm good at, and I also realized what perhaps I need to work on. And so I've gone back to train on those things that I'm perhaps not as comfortable with, or things that make me feel scared when I'm going to do it, and not scared in a positive way. So planning has always been important. Planning has always been something that I need in my life, and if I don't have a sense of planning, then I feel very anxious, because then I feel like I have no sense of direction. So I think planning helps me feel like I have direction.
And I've also realized that you tend to be harsh on yourself, which is a good thing in a way, as long as one is not overdoing it, because I think we've seen some not so good stories.
But I'll also praise myself just as much. Like if I look at a scene and I feel like I've not done a good job, then I'll be like, next time I'll keep this in mind. But if I see a scene where I've done a good job, I'll sit there and be like, I killed it. I'll go around, someone's like, how was your day today? I killed it on set today.
That's great.
So like I'll balance it out.
That's great. Okay, so what are the things that scare you and you want to better?
A few things, like for example, मेरी हिंदी काफ़ी अच्छी है, लेकिन जब मैं इंटरव्यू देती हूँ तो मुझे कभी कभी ऐसा महसूस होता है कि मैं बहुत ऑन द स्पॉट हूँ, तो तब मैं ट्रांसलेशन के चक्कर में पड़ जाती हूँ. तो मैं इंग्लिश को हिंदी में ट्रांसलेट करने लगती हूँ अपने मन में, और फिर उसमें जो मैं कहना चाह रही हूँ वो ठीक से बाहर नहीं आता है. तो my Hindi is something that I've definitely gone back on. My conversational Hindi, on a script level, my Hindi is perfectly fine. I can totally deliver dialects, I can deliver whatever you need. But I feel like in interviews, when I do try to converse in Hindi, the fluency that I have in English, I feel like I don't have that in Hindi. I'm not able to think in Hindi as eloquently as I like to believe I think in English. So that's one thing for sure. So I've gone back to rigorous training in that. And by training, I just mean I'm just talking in it a lot more, and I have someone that dedicatedly comes for 1.5 hours a day and makes sure that we go over all sorts of things. I've gone back to acting and doing the more filmy stuff. I've realized all the real things I'm able to sort of do more easily than the more filmy things. Like there was a scene where all I had to do was I'm not even going to try and do it now because I struggled so much with it, but I had to just look down and I had to like slowly lift my eyes up and turn and look at the guy that was there. I won't name who because then you'll know which movie it is. But I had to do that, and I was struggling. My eyes were going cut, 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 and they were like reaching. It wasn't going like smoothly. And something as small as that, knowing how to lift your eyes smoothly while you're turning to look at someone, all these things you don't train for. Beauty shots, all these things you don't know how to train for earlier. So now I go to acting class and I practice beauty shots.
What is a beauty shot?
Like, like that slow-mo 48 shot where you turn or whatever, and
Achha, Adayan and all that.
Yeah, and that it's hard, yeah, in real life, who does this, no? So, like, I don't have any part of me that I can tap into for that. So that, a lot of things in terms of dance, things that, if you give me a contemporary dance piece, I'm totally comfortable. If you give me, there are certain genres I'm very comfortable with and certain that I'm not. And, not genres, types of dance. And so I'm gone back to a lot of types of dance that perhaps I get scared of. Like hip hop, for example, I'll never be able to dance in sneakers ever in my life because I'm not very tall. So I need to now go back learning hip hop in heels because by default I will have to always dance them in heels. So all of this now I'm training in because I've realized that this is a gap in my training that I didn't know I had to train in earlier. So now I'll do it.
That's fascinating. All right, so जिस आपने जिक्र किया कि आप हिंदी में आप ट्रेनिंग करें, हम आपसे हिंदी में बात करते हैं
जी.
आपने जैसे कहा कि आप डायरेक्शन में ट्रेनिंग कर रही थी, फिर देन यू स्विच टू एक्टिंग, बट एट सम स्टेज मेरे ख्याल से शायद आप डायरेक्शन आप करना चाहें, ऐसा मुझे लगता है, बिकॉज आपका इंस्टाग्राम का जो प्लेग्राउंड है, आई एम कॉलिंग इट अ प्लेग्राउंड बिकॉज यू लव इट एंड यू स्पेल्ड इट आउट व्हाई यू डू दैट. सो उसमें जो आप 15 सेकंड की भी वीडियोस जो आप डालती हैं, मेरे ख्याल से शायद आप वो खुद ही डायरेक्ट करती होंगी, तो उनको देख के अंदाजा होता है कि दैट यू हैव दैट विजन कि क्या उसमें होना चाहिए. तो क्या हम कब देख सकते हैं आपको डायरेक्टर के कुर्सी पर बैठे हुए कभी?
शायद. एक्चुअली मैंने डायरेक्शन छोड़ दिया था क्योंकि मुझे रियलाइज़ हुआ कि मैं बहुत बड़ी कंट्रोल फ्रीक हूँ और डायरेक्शन में ना बहुत डेलीगेट करना पड़ता है. व्हेयरएज एक्टिंग में मुझे सिर्फ अपने काम से मतलब है. मतलब आई जस्ट हैव टू डू माई सीन एंड फोकस ऑन माई सेल्फ. मैं किसी और को नोट्स नहीं देने वाली हूँ. मैं ऑफकोर्स डायरेक्टर सर को नहीं बोलने वाली हूँ कि वो सीन को कैसे डायरेक्ट करे. मैं अपना इनपुट दूंगी, लेकिन वो सिर्फ दैट विल ओनली बी अबाउट मी because that's my job. I'm just supposed to be in charge of my character. लेकिन डायरेक्शन में बहुत डेलीगेट करना पड़ता है. एंड क्योंकि मैं बहुत स्पेसिफिक हूँ और मैं जानती हूँ कि मुझे एक वीडियो में क्या चाहिए, या अगर मैं डायरेक्टर कभी बनूँ तो मुझे पता होगा कि मुझे एक सीन में स्पेसिफिकली क्या चाहिए, लेकिन शायद बाकी सब वो एग्जीक्यूट नहीं कर पाएंगे इन द वे दैट आई वांटेड टू, एंड दैट विल जस्ट बी वेरी वेरी स्ट्रेसफुल फॉर मी. तो जैसे जब मैं फिल्म स्कूल में थी तो हम शॉर्ट फिल्म्स बनाते थे, और कभी कभी जब हम ग्रुप्स में भी होते थे तो मैं बोलती थी अच्छा आई जस्ट डू इट, डोंट वरी, पार्टी करो इस वीकेंड को. तो मैं कैमरा ऑपरेट करती थी, मैं मेकअप करती थी, मैं डायरेक्ट भी करती थी, मैं एडिट भी करती थी, मैं साउंड भी करती थी, और फिर फाइनल प्रोडक्ट प्रेजेंट करती थी. तो दैट्स ऑलवेज बिन मी, एंड इन द रियल वर्ल्ड तो ऑब्वियसली ऐसा चलेगा नहीं.
ओके, दैट्स अमेजिंग. ओके, एक और आई थिंक जो मैंने पहलू आपका देखा है, which I think is very necessary, because you are someone who's followed by a lot of people, and I think people who are pursuing, who are planning to pursue acting, they should follow your example in a way. क्या होता है कि especially जो youngsters हैं, बहुत से जो who earn that stardom in a way, and then फिर इतने pressures हैं आज के टाइम पे कि वो एक तो बहुत सारे मीडिया के हर तरीके के pressures हैं, कोई ट्रोलिंग होती है, ये होता है, वो होता है, फिर someone else is doing well, उसकी कोई फिल्म आ जाती है, उसको लेकर फिर people start stressing maybe, और वो कहीं ना कहीं एक sense of fun जो है उनकी ज़िंदगी से वो कम हो जाता है.
Correct.
And मुझे ऐसा लगता है from my experience of covering entertainment, that वो sense of fun बहुत ज़रूरी है आपके अंदर, जो आपकी day to day life में, because अगर वो आपके sense of fun नहीं है, then you start getting bottled up, and it's not a good idea, especially for an artist, for a creative artist. आपका इवन लॉकडाउन में भी आपका जो इंस्टाग्राम आपका जो जिस तरीके से बबल हो रहा था, कभी आप एक कमरे में योगा करती थी, कभी दूसरे कमरे में आप करती थी, उसका फिर बालकनी में आप करते कुछ ना कुछ करते. So that was amazing, it was for a youngster to have that level headedness. I found that really fascinating. कितना ज़रूरी है आपके लिए और कितना ज़रूरी है youngsters के लिए to have that balance that plan your career, plan your talent, plan your talent, whatever you require, tools for that matter. But at the same time, don't stop enjoying your life.
100%, sir. Actually, that's something that I have also really put into the foreground in my life, because I feel like if you are also balancing it with fun and relaxation, you're also taking good care of your mental health by default. Which is something that does get very overlooked when you're running through life and trying to deal with all the many pressures that come your way. And I don't think it's only singular to people in our industry. I feel like it's a little applicable to everyone, which is just balance work with fun. Because, you know, like even for me, like recently, life had become very busy suddenly. Much busier than my life perhaps ever had been in its whole life. I was shooting 3 films in the span of 3 months. Sometimes doing 1 film in the day and another one at night, you know, so it was extremely hectic. On top of that, उसके बीच में brand shoots भी आ जाते हैं, appearances, events, interviews, you know. So there was a time where I realized in like 3.5 months I've not even had 1 day off. And you're so busy running that I suddenly started realizing that the joy in what I was doing was slipping away slowly. And I got so scared about that, because I remember thinking that I love my job, I love what I do. And the second the joy of it goes away, then I will never be able to execute it as efficiently or as well as I'd perhaps like to. And so then I made sure that I carved out time in the middle of all of this for me to just take a moment to breathe. For me to do something that I just want to do just for fun.
Right.
That I'm allowed to take time off. That, you know, say for example, someone has criticized a certain aspect of my performance or my something. To take it positively and say, okay, ठीक है, किसी को मेरी acting पसंद नहीं है, चलो acting class कर लेती हूँ. It's productive only. There's nothing wrong that can come out of you doing acting class. It's a productive way to look at something. So I think thinking of everything as an opportunity for growth rather than to put yourself down about it is very, very important to me. And it's really helped me stay level-headed and keep some sort of balance, which is number 1, prioritize yourself. Be your own best friend. It's something that I've started doing and it's changed my life. You know, I make sure that I get my rest now. I make sure that, of course, without like overindulging in rest. I'm not an overindulger in rest at all. But to make sure that at every given point of time I feel like I'm taking care of my mental health, my body, what I want, where I want to go. I feel like just feeling like you have a little control over your life always helps, you know. So whether it's being able to take negative things and turn them into productive things for yourself, whether it's learning how to carve out time for yourself, whether it's learning how to balance and plan your life in a way that's positive and makes your life easier. I feel like all of these are very important tools that I keep building on. There are times where I slip and there are times where I'm excelling at it.
Of course.
It's all learning.
That's amazing. Okay. And you play a journalist in U-Turn.
Yes.
And tell us, why is it special for you?
U-Turn is very special to me because it's a film that's very heavily resting on my shoulders. You know, which is something I was very apprehensive to take on for a very long time. I didn't know if I was ready for it. And the team just had so much faith in me, and I really enjoyed the story. I actually haven't seen the original South one. They told me not to because ours is different in a lot of ways. I really enjoyed the story. I thought it was very gripping. Being able to play it, it's a more it's a harsher version of me. It's me with a little bit of the sweetness just taken out. But I really enjoy playing it. I'm trying to think about how I can talk about it without revealing anything. That's how I'm getting stuck. But I think it's something everyone will really enjoy watching because it's a very engaging script. And if I've managed to pull it off, which I really hope I have, then I think people will have a really good time watching it.
And Samantha played the original in the South version. I think she has been stunning of late, especially because of Family Man 2 as well.
Of course.
So you are saying that you've not seen the film.
I have not seen the film. Of course, I've seen her work. I've seen Family Man, and I thought she was just phenomenal in it. But I haven't seen the film. I feel like oftentimes when you're doing a remake, it's so easy to fall back into the patterns of how the original was done in terms of performance. And because our story does differ, I don't want to then, feel influenced by it, because then I feel like I'm trying to imitate something or copy something.
Right.
Whereas I'd rather just do it with a fresh take to it. And I'm a total director's actor. I'll leave myself in the director's hands and I'll sort of just say, tell me what to do, how to do it, and I will try and execute your vision to the best of my ability while putting a little bit of me into it. So I feel like that works better for me than trying to than being influenced by someone else's performance, because it'll never be as good as the original then.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. So we also in this era when I think the web shows and OTT space, it has really exploded in more ways than one. Especially I think the production values, some of the production values of certain shows, they are maybe better than the movies as well.
Yeah.
Is that something that is on your list? Does that fascinate you? Have you been getting offers for web shows?
I have, and it's definitely something that interests me. I've never wanted to restrict myself to a particular medium. I want to do films, I want to do OTT shows, I want to do OTT movies, I want to do music videos, I want to do films in the South, I want to do everything. I want to do films in Hollywood. I don't limit myself to anything.
Right.
I just want to try and just keep doing more and more and more, and hopefully just bettering myself as I keep going.
Right. So you said Hollywood as well. So have you spoken to Kabir sir about it? Because obviously there is that reference
Of course.
level which is already there.
I have. Of course, at the time when he was working in Hollywood, it was a very different environment. At that point, Indians were only casted for a particular type of role. The options and opportunities were very, very limited. Now, of course, things have opened up a lot more, and there's a lot more scope for roles for people that are Indian in Hollywood. And yeah, so I think right now the environment is a lot different. Also, access is much easier now. It's much easier to send across an audition tape, because now you have email and Google Drive and YouTube links and all these easy ways to do things from across the world. And I feel like that definitely makes a lot of things a lot easier.
Right. I think Kabir sir has international looks. His mother's side,
Of
I think,
course.
contributes to his craze in Italy, especially, and
He's
Spain.
done phenomenally
Yeah, so
abroad.
that
Phenomenal.
is, yeah. All right, and South as well. You said that you'll be open to South.
I'm
as well.
open to everything.
That's
Open
amazing.
to everything.
Okay, and Freddie is with Kartik Aaryan. So as I mentioned to you before the interview, that 25-second clip of our first interview, it keeps on being circulated all the time. Where you called Kartik Aaryan cute and that I would love to work with him, and now it's finally happening. So how's the experience of working with him?
I loved working with him. We had a lot of fun on that set. I think that set was a very, very happy set overall. Somehow Freddie was one of those sets where everything that could go right was going right. Touch wood. Every day shooting was very productive, very fun. Everyone was just doing their job very well. Kartik was wonderful to work with. He's very... I realized this thing that he's obsessed with the films he does, which is a really amazing quality. Like, he lives his films. He thinks about it all the time. Like, I remember Shashank sir, who's our director.
Shashank Ghosh.
Yes, he was telling me one day, he was like, I don't know when this Kartik sleeps, because he calls me at night about something about the film, and he wants to discuss what we're going to do the next day and all of that. And then this is late at night, and then when I wake up in the morning, I see he's also messaged me at 6 a.m. about some other note that he's had in his head, and then he's on set at 9 a.m. So Shashank sir was like, when does he sleep? He's always thinking about the film. And I think that's such an admirable quality, that you've done so much and you've achieved so much, but you're still just as invested, in fact probably more invested in every single film you do. I thought that was quite admirable. And I think he's done a very, very good job in Freddie. So I can't wait for everyone to see it actually. He's always been a great actor, but I think this one he's really outdone himself.
Great. What is it all about?
I don't know what I'm allowed to say, so I'm going to say nothing because I'll get into a lot of trouble.
Okay, मैं आपसे एक और मैं आपसे सवाल पूछना चाह रहा था कि जैसे हमने जिक्र किया कि आप काफ़ी समझदार हैं और you have your plan in place. Now, क्या होता है कि ये भी एक फैक्टर इंपॉर्टेंट है कि अपार्ट फ्रॉम योर टैलेंट हाउ यू कंडक्ट योरसेल्फ, कि आप किससे बात कर रहे हैं, हो सकता है किसी और को बुरा लग जाए कि आपने उससे क्यों बात करी, या फिर if you're working with someone else can get flustered कि that why is she working with that person. So it's a bit of a mixed situation which can be tricky as well.
Correct.
And it's very important as to what you say and how you conduct yourself, because बहुत बार जो Chinese whispers भी होती हैं वो भी travel कर जाती हैं.
Correct.
So how does Alayaf manage that? What is the planning for that?
Honestly, मैं इस सब में पढ़ती नहीं हूँ. Like I don't involve myself in any of this at all. मुझे जिससे बात करना है मैं बात करती हूँ. मैं कुछ भी ज़्यादा publicize भी नहीं करती हूँ. मतलब in terms of who I'm talking to or you know any of that. तो जितनी public में हूँ मैं उतनी private भी हूँ. I make sure to just you know in terms of who I'm talking to and all of that, I'm definitely like there's no overlapping or any issues with anything. Also क्योंकि मैं काफ़ी new हूँ तो anyway मैं किसी camp या किसी भी चीज़ से associated हूँ नहीं तो I'm just friendly with everyone. And the second part of your question, sir, was about किससे बात करें and one more.
Yeah, in the
thing
sense,
you had said.
see, क्या होता है कि काफी बार कि that
हाँ और gossip के बारे में.
Gossip and all that.
हाँ
that
तो
way.
और मैं किसी के बारे में कुछ ज़्यादा बोलती भी नहीं हूँ तो by default things don't usually go in Chinese whispers, so I don't really say much. I believe that and I'm quite diplomatic in real life because I genuinely believe कि nothing is black and white. So anyways when I talk in life it's quite by default diplomatic without trying to be diplomatic because I genuinely do try to be fair in every situation. तो हाँ I don't think ऐसा प्रॉब्लम मेरे साथ आज तक हुआ है टच वुड और आई होप
आगे भी
हो भी ना.
All right, and your birthday is coming up, I believe.
Yes.
So what are your plans for your birthday?
I don't know. I've just gotten back into my training now. तो I was thinking of traveling लेकिन अभी शायद मैं travel नहीं करूँगी. Maybe मैं New Year's के time पे maybe I'll go somewhere. But I thought I'll take a trip, but now that I've decided not to, and I've decided to stay back and just keep my training going consistently, I suddenly have no plan. So just today only I was trying to think about what I should do. But I'll probably just have 20-25 of my closest friends and all of that just come over home and
Right.
just chat.
Great. And what else are you doing work-wise?
Work-wise, I have just finished a large chunk of my work. In the last 4 months, I've finished 3 films. Just a little patchwork of U-turn is left here and there, little bits. And so I'm chilling because I think everyone was scared of the third wave. Everyone suddenly, went crazy shooting right after the second lockdown had lifted. And so all my films all wanted the same dates.
Right.
And so that's why I didn't have a break for 3 months at all, and I was just busy doing all of that, and then suddenly all the madness died down because everyone had finished what they needed to finish. So now I have little bits of shooting left, and then I think the next main project that I'm shooting is in Jan end of Feb beginning. So
That's the 4th one.
Yes.
So U-turn, Freddy, and as of now?
See, now there's another one that I finished shooting for that's still not been announced officially, so I can't talk about it. And then there's another one that will start shooting in Jan and Feb beginning. That again has not been announced yet, so I'm not allowed to talk only.
So you've finished a film and it's not been announced yet.
I mean, it's I don't know what to say. It's a little bit out only, but it's not been officially announced. I'm not supposed to talk about it.
ठीक है.
I feel so awkward going into this because technically, everyone knows, but I'm not supposed to say, so I can't say.
Okay.
No. Hi, this is Alaya F, and you're watching Bollywood Hangama.